Hey guys, welcome back to Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today I have the Nike SB Dunk High Mallard in collaboration with Concepts. This model is also called the Turduncan, and I did not win the raffle on these, so I had to buy them for resale, and they came in the mail last night. To be honest, I'm not too impressed by this model, and I'm kind of thinking about letting them go. But before I do that, I wanted to put out a review for those of you who are considering buying these for resale. Now let's just dive right into the shoe. The this entire shoe is based off of a kind of a mallard duck and like a turducken, which is the recipe that consists of a chicken stuffed into a duck, and then that duck stuffed into the turkey. So that entire concept, I think, was translated very well into the special box edition. But the normal box edition doesn't really convey that truly. I think it's more of a just like a duck kind of duck-looking shoe. So jumping right into the materials, there's a lot of materials used on this shoe. So let's just start with the front area of the shoe. This front area of the shoe has like mud guards that are built out of this kind of like a tweed material. It's really dark brown, very fall color. And the material on this it's okay. I guess it's a really nice touch from Nike to use some different materials on their dunks. So, but it's nothing too impressive. What I was really impressed was the suede quality used on this toe area, and it's done in this really smooth light brown suede, and it almost reminded me of the toe box leather that was used on the Travis Scott dunks. I think this is probably the best part of the shoe as far as materials go. Now moving on to the mid panel. You've got this kind of like, I'm not really sure what this material is. I think it's some sort of fabric with these kind of cutout details resembling the kind of like the feathers on like a duck. And honestly, when I first saw this model online, I thought it was a crazy collab. I thought like the detail was like crazy. It's just that the way that they executed these with the materials is kind of it's kind of off. I don't consider this like too premium. It's just, I don't know, it's got a really weird feel to the touch, and when you have these in hand it really looks messy. So I'm not too impressed by the quality of the mid panel here. And another interesting detail is that they've used the blue kind of like swoosh here, and it's supposed to resemble like the color that you see on like mallard ducks, I believe. And again, I thought this was a really cool detail at first, but having this in hand, it kind of like looks cheap. I don't know, it's just something about this entire like shoe that it feels a little off in hand. And then on the back area, you've got this kind of like furry, really dark brown material surrounding the heel area of the shoe. And this has like a really like a towel kind of feel to it, to the touch. And again, I don't know, I think this is probably the worst part of the shoe. It feels really cheap, and it's kind of rough, and I don't know, I'm not really sure how this is supposed to represent like a duck alone. So, but again, it's really not that impressive. And on the ankle area, you've got that dark brown heel tab done in this kind of nubuck or like suede material, and then you've got more of that really dark black nubuck material on the ankle. Now moving on to the inside of the inner side of the shoe, you've got this kind of like swoosh that changes color, this leather swoosh done in this kind of green, and then depending on the light, it gives off like a different hue of green. And I don't know, I think this is a pretty cool detail, but again, I just don't feel like this entire collab is that great in hand. So I don't know, it's something about the materials used on these that it doesn't feel that great. Now moving towards the top of the shoe, you've got that leather tongue, once again done in that kind of greenish color, and that's also supposed to resemble the physical characteristics of a mallard duck, and probably the head area of the duck. So I think it's a really cool touch. And this leather is pretty nice, actually. It's really plush and soft to the touch. And then you've got these kind of like rounded light brown laces, factory laced onto the shoe. Moving towards the actual top and tongue of the shoe, you've got that leather Nike SB tab done in this kind of mustard yellow color, and I'm guessing that's supposed to represent like the beak of the duck, which I think it's a really nice touch. And this leather quality is pretty good as well. And then obviously you got that Duck High Pro instead of the Dunk High Pro, so that's a really a little cute little play on words, and I think it's a pretty cool detail. And then on the back of the tongue, you've got that Concepts logo with the Concepts branding on the back of the leather tab. And then I think one of the coolest details of this shoe is probably the inside, like the insole and the inner sock liner of the shoe. You got this really plush kind of cream leather with the details of like it almost resembles like a kind of an oriental painting. You've got these like ducks and like plants painted in this kind of like and trees printed on in this kind of black detail. And the leather used on the inner sock liner is really soft and smooth and really plush, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to provide you a lot of cushioning when you put these on. Now, moving on to the midsole of the shoe, you've got this kind of, I don't know what kind of color this is, maybe beige, light orange, or like kind of like the guava kind of color used for the midsole. And then on the outsole, you've got that kind of like light orangish traction pad all across the outsole. So I guess that's supposed to represent the color of the duck feet that you see. And so yeah, so again, the way that they executed and like designed the aesthetics of the shoe is okay with me. It's just that the materials used on these is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of iffy, and I don't know, it looks so much better on online in pictures. I can't lie. I mean, right now it looks pretty nice in the video as well. It's just that having these in hand, it's not that impressive. Like the colors actually look really subdued when you have these in hand. It looks a little bit more vivid in pictures and in videos, but trust me, it's just not that great in hand. The other side of the shoe is basically the same deal. One thing that I want to mention is that these do come with extra laces. This kind of like mustard yellow color that's supposed to resemble the color of the beak on ducks. So yeah, you get something extra for your money. Wearability wise, I have no idea with Dunk High SBs, but I'm assuming that the SB Dunks should be pretty much the same. So I would recommend going true to size, or if you want that extra wiggle room on the toe area, you probably want to go half a size up. Wearability wise, I don't know if you'll be able to pull these off with your daily outfit, but again, this is a brownish kind of shoe, so it wouldn't be like too crazy to wear these, but I mean, it might be a nice attention getter if you do put these on feet. But personally, I wasn't planning on wearing these. I kind of wanted to put this in my collection. It's just that having the ordinary box edition really kind of like blows the entire point. The idea behind the Tur Duncan doesn't even fall into place. And again, having these in hand it's just not an impressive sneaker. And plus, I'm not really like an SB Dunk High person, so I just made the decision to kind of like keep my collection to SB Dunk Lows. So try to keep things consistent. I mean, Concepts had crazy collabs recently with other brands as well, and I think they did a pretty good job with this one. It's just that, I don't know, the moment I opened the box, I was like, oh, this is not what I had expected. So, and you rarely get that feeling when you have sneakers in your hand for the first time. It's usually a really pleasant surprise, but this one kind of disappointed me pretty badly. The resale price on these isn't too crazy, and that's the reason why I pulled the trigger on these. But to be honest, if you're looking to buy these for resale, if you really need to keep these in your collection, just probably go for the special box edition. I know it's a little too much for, just having the box and like the Nerf gun details and all that, but uh if you want something staying true to the motive of the collab, I think going with the special box edition would be the better decision. All in all, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who like this model. It's just that having these in hand, it's just not my cup of tea. I think they could have done a better job with the materials. And so, yeah, I'm leaning towards just letting these go as quickly as possible. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you really like this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow, and I'll be pushing more content really soon. Thanks for watching.